Hello to you, our love family, and welcome to Voice the Love. We teach love, for this is who we are. My name is Lovewell, and joined by our guest host, Aurelie,
Hello.
who's got a lot of expertise and knowledge, experience around meditation, and it's always a pleasure to have her here as a guest host because there's nothing better than getting information from somebody who's actually walked the talk. And I'm so privileged to be having you here on the show. We are going to be talking specifically about, oh, this is basically the second part. We will be talking about the older generation. Now, just remember, our older generation, they've made mistakes. They've done some great things, but one thing you cannot take away from them is how they've taken care of us. Nurturing us as children, growing up all the way to adulthood. How our mothers and fathers have always had their concern for us. How our grandparents have always had their concern for us. It's something that we need to always remember and be humble about, especially when we realize that they're not so much energetic anymore, as far as contributing to a lot of day-to-day activities, especially around our economies and that kind of thing. But we need to remember that they've done their work. They've taken care of us as a generation. They've made sacrifices. They've worked day in and day out to make sure we're sustained. And if they weren't there, we wouldn't be here right now. So it's such a great thing for us to give back, essentially, give back to the older generation because we have that opportunity, and I firmly believe that it's our duty to actually do that, to make sure that we recognize the unsung heroes
Mhm.
in this particular case. And a good way of giving back is by informing and educating the older generation who, in a lot of cases, may not have had the opportunity to learn and hear or experience what we're about to talk about, the different forms of meditation that you've obviously encountered. I'm going to start off by asking you this question, Aurelie. In your experience, you've obviously done a full circle, I would say, in my opinion, from what I've researched on what you do, of the different modalities of meditation. Now, can you just take us through what kind of meditations you've experienced in the past, what you've been educated on, and how you've helped people, and sort of your journey? What have you been exposed to?
Yeah, thank you so much, first of all, for having me here today to share about this great topic and how the older generation has embraced meditation and other healing modalities. So my background training, I started actually in South Africa in 2011 with, I discovered a great healing tool and modality called Brain Gym and educational kinesiology, which is really simple, gentle activities and movements that helps you to integrate goals in your mind-body system. So it helps with learning skills, but also optimal well-being. So optimal learning, optimal well-being. And this is what got me started on this journey of healing, self-healing, because I was setting goals for myself, whether it was a goal to feel at peace, to feel relaxed, to easily relaxed in any situations, especially stressful situations. So that was the first modality I encountered, or I trained in to become a trainer in neurointegration, actually to create new neural pathways for new learning to take place and obviously therefore to reach optimal well-being. So I was setting goals for myself through the training. I was helping old age groups actually setting goals for themselves also for optimal learning and optimal well-being. So whether it was at school, with children, setting goals for them to easily succeed a test, for example, or to concentrate easily, to read optimally, to understand what they were reading. So it was a goal also, it could have been a goal on confidence, self-esteem. And so I also taught these simple activities, gentle activities that will help to reach these goals also in retirement homes. So I had great experience actually with elderly people who also were looking for ways to concentrate better, improve their memories, but also learn to relax because they haven't learned, in their lifetime to relax. So that was in South Africa. I mean, I've also, taught people also in France, in the Western world, ways to relax, to appease the mind, to reach that state of inner peace. And so obviously first needed to go on that quest myself, to reach that inner peace. So I could teach it to others, the ways that I've been practicing and using to find that state of peace. And so my passion was to share this knowledge afterwards with, as many people as possible to impact, on a global scale. So that's why I went to train into, various modalities. I trained into Tibetan energy healing, which was another healing modality to learn to release emotions within the body system that would cause pain. So I had great testimonials actually of people who came for Tibetan energy healing sessions who were struggling with back pain or low energy or even sprains, and I managed to assist them in healing, all these physical conditions through this healing modality. So it was great for me, and it was great for them, for the people who came to experience these sessions.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a lot of modalities that all contributed to really release and let go of the underlying causes of what caused their illness, sickness, their aches, their pains at the end of the day. So that's, what really I was fascinated about. It was to really find the best ways to release the underlying pains and the underlying cause of their problems, whatever they were dealing with at the time.
Incredible.
So
Sounds amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I also learned about tapping, which is emotional freedom technique, which is another way of releasing emotions, negative emotions that are stuck in the body, also causing, ailments, physical ailments, pains, all sorts of suffering. And during all these trainings, I learned to also, practice visualization, to also learn how to practice self-love, and teach people how to practice that self-love to reach that state of peace, inner peace, and that's also visualization for self-esteem. So it was really a lot of amazing training that I took on to help in general the healing process.
Amazing. And while you're saying that, I've been going through your website, obviously, and just looking at, all of these amazing testimonials. And, one that really I appreciate in this case, because and there's a few of them actually here. I've got a 73-year-old and a 60-year-old. Okay, in fact, it's a 73-year-old looking 60 years old. Okay, I'm going to read this amazing testimonial. This was back in September 2015. You've actually been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
And this is what the testimonial reads. Just wanted to let you know how much I enjoyed your 6-week brain gym course. I found it very interesting and informative. It has helped me in my daily life as I feel more confident and my concentration has improved. I also find that I am coping better with stress and seem to have more energy. I continue to do my exercises and would recommend this course to anyone who would like to make improvements in themselves. Okay, there's Carol. Okay, then again, she says she's 73 years old and looking